What are the legal rules for belligerent occupation? Imagine a foreign army stepping into a territory and taking control without the host country's permission. How does international law handle this situation? That's what we're exploring today. When a foreign military exercises effective control over another country's land during an armed conflict, it's called belligerent occupation. This isn't just about soldiers being there. It's about the legal rules that govern their actions and responsibilities. The main rules come from the Hague Regulations of 1907, the Fourth Geneva Convention of 1949, and customary international humanitarian law. These rules aim to protect civilians and limit the occupying power's authority. First, occupation exists when a territory is under the actual control of a hostile army. It doesn't matter if there's active fighting or resistance. If the army controls the land, it's considered occupied. The control must be real and practical, not just theoretical. The occupying force acts as a temporary administrator, not a new sovereign. The original government still holds sovereignty, but its control is paused in the occupied area. The occupying power must respect the laws in place before the occupation unless absolutely necessary to maintain order. It's responsible for keeping public safety and protecting civilians from violence and abuse. Civilians cannot be forced into work for military purposes, but work on essential services like water or electricity is allowed if it benefits the local population and is done under normal conditions. The Fourth Geneva Convention specifically protects civilians from deportations, collective punishments, and inhumane treatment. The occupying power must allow humanitarian aid and civil defense organizations to operate freely. Pregnant women and mothers need special care and cannot be forced into labor. Occupation is meant to be temporary. The occupying power should not annex the territory or make permanent changes. The occupation ends when the foreign troops withdraw or the original government regains control. The law also makes it clear that occupation is hostile when it happens without the consent of the sovereign state. If the host country agrees to the presence, then it's not considered hostile occupation. But if there is no consent, or if the consent is obtained under coercion, then it's classified as belligerent occupation. These rules help prevent the occupying forces from exploiting the territory or harming civilians. They emphasize that occupation should be temporary, with the goal of restoring the original sovereignty or ending the conflict. Overall, these legal standards are designed to limit suffering, protect civilians, and ensure that even during conflict, respect for human dignity remains a priority.